Welcome to the fantasy football segment where our managers are competing like kings. It's game week 2 already, and all I have to say is wow, wow. Points are already racking up, managers have already started feeling the pressure, and the competition has already begun all along the way. In case you've not joined us yet, this is FPL Battleground, and this is where we're competing for $3,000 grand prize. Yes, you heard me right. The winner walks away with a grand prize of $3,000, and guess what? Entry is totally free, and entry also ends in game week 6. So if you've not joined the league already, check our bio for the links and get acquainted with the league. Justice, we're going to throw your team up there, 46 points below average. The average was 51. It's not been a great start for you. I don't think you've gotten up to 100 points this season already.
No, not really. Because my first game week 1, I think I got 49 points.
And it was still below average.
Below average. Then this game week 2, I also got 46. So I feel like the big players that we used to play with,
the big guns,
underperforming.
They are still on holiday.
Yeah, because if you look at the likes of Bruno Fernandes, even Mo Salah is not actually giving us that thing, that spark that we know him.
No, but Salah has actually tried because he's left it late in the last 2 game weeks. I mean,
yes.
Hypertension everywhere, but
then look at Bowen. I remember the ending of last season. Bowen was scoring goals, assisting, giving enough point. But this season he keep on branking. So a lot of players. Okay, Cole Palmer. Okay, he got injured. And so I don't think most of the big four that we know, Haaland, Palmer.
Even Florian that just came in with high expectations. I mean,
I'm not expecting anything from Florian because this is a new league.
Okay.
So I didn't even put him in my draft because sure. I don't think he's going to perform that much. Good. So that's it.
Okay, going to my own team, we're almost similar because you're 46 and I'm 49. But it's interesting to say because I have a lot of big players in my team as well, and you see, like we said, underperformance from these players have been very wild. It looks like it's the year of the underdogs, and this is actually based fully on the shifting rules. You understand? The defensive contribution rules has actually shaped up the game in a very interesting way, where now even the centre backs and the midfielders now are racking up the points. Even defenders now in the game week 1 and game week 2, we've seen that the player of the week have been both defenders. This is looking like that kind of year where you don't really need to put too much focus on expensive attackers. Let me put it that way. You need to critically think about those attackers.
The overall squad.
Yeah, the overall squad and those attackers that are actually going to pop up in a way. You understand, to always make sure that you have at least 4 points or 5 points in a game. Because if you're entering this season now with the mindset that you want to buy all the big and expensive guns, you understand, based on past reputation, it's going to be a long season, and that's what the both of us are actually witnessed already.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because looking at my own team, you can see I have Florian Wirtz. I mean, I had a lot of trust in him, and I'll give him one more chance against Arsenal, and if he doesn't perform, if he doesn't give me more than 2 points, he's going out because I can't continue like that.
Are you still going to play Watkins?
Watkins is still on the last trial department
because I noticed for the past 2 games he blanked. So
he has blanked, and it's down to my transfers, my free transfers. I'm trying to make an interesting transfer in game week 4, so I need my 2 transfers intact to make it that one. So that explains Watkins. If not, he would have gone away before the start of game week 3. It's interesting because I just clocked 100 points. Fortunately,
congratulations. At least you're better than me. I'm still battling with my 100 points at this point. So
who knew 100 points in 2 weeks would have been so hard to get?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm so surprised.
Wow. FPL never really.
At a point, I started thinking of using my wild card to know if I can complement my squad, but at this point, I don't think it's going to be an ideal thing to do because the season is still long. So a lot of things are still going to happen on the way. So
let's talk about the wonders of the FPL, the overall FPL manager for this week. I mean, I'm going to throw his team up on the screen, and we can see that this guy or whoever this person is really triple captain Timber for this game week. See,
that's a big gamble.
How realistic
and
is this?
It paid off.
You know, a lot of people say this thing are bots. You understand? But I had to scroll back to his game week 1.
Okay.
And his game week 1 was actually impressive because he had about 71 points for game week 1. That's not what you call a bot. You understand?
It's not.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a bot. So, what goes through players' mind? Well, if a manager's minds that makes. How on earth did he know that Timber was going to rack up so much points? Because
I don't know.
This is no coincidence.
I don't know if you remember the name again. They call it fantasy. You have to fantasize.
You have to fantasize, but this is
so I feel like it's a wild fantasy. I'm not gonna lie.
And apart
from as a defender, how will you have the guts to triple captain a defender?
Captaining him is a different case, but when you triple captain him, you're making us managers all look very foolish.
And the funny thing is that he got it right. So He's a
bold step. Apart from Timber, let's look at his overall team. He has Gabriel as well. He tripled up on Arsenal defense with Raya, Gabriel and Timber. Matikash 2 points. Wan-Bissaka no points. Then he went with a triple volley midfield. I mean, who does that? How do you go with the triple volley midfield? Who does that?
I told you this is a bold step because I can't believe this.
And the three of them delivered. Anthony with 13 points. Kulin, their captain with the volley captain with 14 points. Hannibal 5 points.
5 points.
Also has Musala 5 points. He has the most owned forward in the game.
With overall Wood.
He has him 15 points. He has Chris Wood with 2 points. And this is not even. This is points are regardless without the bench boost. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Some people, these people, they add juju to this game.
They're actually showing us why it's called fantasy because at this point.
They're actually adding juju to this game at this point. So okay, we're going to now go to the team of the week, the overall team of the week, and first of all, the overall player of the week, Julian Timber, very very strong performance for Arsenal against Leeds United, very strong performance. The keeper of the week, Jordan Pickford, strong performance, penalty save, crazy. There's something about this Pickford when it comes to penalties. You see,
he's a penalty specialist.
It's like the boy they use juju because you see,
he's a penalty specialist.
He has kept 4 of his last 6 penalties in the Premier League, and that's extraordinary on a very high level.
Yeah. But it's not just only about the penalty aspects. If you look at the guy overall performance, he's interesting because it's not a lot of people are thinking that maybe because he's playing for Everton that he will be conceding goal that much. But this guy is not conceding. He keep on giving us points every season.
Yes.
In as much as that he's not playing in that top 4 a team, but at least he's showing that he has what it takes to be at the top.
But he showed that he's a special penalty specialist. So I think that's the reason. First of all, that's the reason why his price is so high. So as an attacker, as a penalty taker, trying to face this guy in the Premier League, I'm sure a lot of them already know about his trickery right now. This is what about a lot of them already know. So if you be attacker, where you always play your penalties for the right, and you know that you're coming to face Pickford, why still play it to that right?
The truth is that water bottle trick is not every time the team works. Because I have seen a lot of competition whereby players will bring out their water bottle to check where the player is likely to play the penalty. And you will find out that they will trick them. So a lot of things doesn't actually work. It's just that sometimes it does work. So in terms of changing where you're going to put in your penalty, is a kind of a mind game. And it's not everybody that are ready to do that. Even though penalty is a mind game.
The penalty save from Danny Welbeck, there was a zoom to his water bottle and we saw that it was 50% to the right, 50% to the left, and 0 to the middle.
At the middle, yes.
So how did he get it right? Like
all these things are analysis. It's analysis. So you have to analyze the player weakness and the strengths, and then you now know where you are going to dive in. You get. So, but I would say that Pickford is a very good goalkeeper when it comes to penalty kick. So he's actually good.
Okay, so that was a very very sweet performance I would say for for those managers who own Pickford. You understand? I'm sure they were very happy because first of all he kept a clean sheet in a match that they did not even dominate.
Yeah,
He kept a clean sheet, penalty save, and he got about 13 points for a goalkeeper. So he was the goalkeeper of the week. Then, all right. Before we continue, there's a quiz question for game week 3, and it's going to pop up on the screen right now. $50 to any lucky subscriber who predicts the game week 3 points for all of these 3 players showing up on the screen right now. We have Jared Bowen, we have Chris Wood, and we have Mohamed Kudus. If you can predict the points of the game week 3 points that these 3 players are going to get, then you stand yourself a chance of winning $50 for game week 3. Put your answer in the comment section and wait for game week 3, and we'll see whether we'll have a winner. We'll see about that. It's a very tough one, but we'll see. To the midfielders, we had very, very surprising names. You see, you know why I call this season the season of the underdogs? We are seeing names that we did not even expect leading this game. You understand?
Yeah.
In the midfield, we had Joao Paulinho, wonderful performance with Tottenham. We had Kulin, wonderful performance with Burnley as well. We had Anthony as well, wonderful performance with Burnley. Then we had Ouattara, wonderful debut with Brentford. We had Grealish, wonderful debut with Everton as well. So the midfield is really stacked, and it's not the traditional midfield. I mean, we expect to see the likes of Salah in the team of the week, the likes of
Haaland.
No, midfield, Rogers in that place, the likes of Palmer, but there's a shift.
And Fernandes.
Yeah, Fernandes, you see, and they really didn't hit the standards that we expected. So these are your midfielders of the week. Then going to the strikers of the week, we have the Gyökeres and Joao Pedro. The 2 of them had a really, really amazing game week 2. That performance from Gyökeres, I mean that has calmed the boy down, because had he not scored in this game, a lot of pressure would have been on him, both from the fans, both from the rival fans, both from the English media. We know how objective the English media can be when it comes to putting pressure on players, especially at Arsenal right now. So
the truth is that his performance, like, I'm happy that he scored. He got a goal, because a lot of things would have happened. Because even as I was watching the ball, I was like, because he was part of my draft, so I was saying that this is the second game week now, and you have not been able to assist or do something to give us points. They're hoping on you, that kind of thing. So, but I'm happy. At least it's a very big relief for him to get a 2 goals in a match, and I love that. It's one of the reasons why I'm somehow thinking that, okay, look at what happened between Man United when Bruno Fernandes got the penalty. You're supposed to look for your striker, because that's what happened in that Arsenal game. This guy is supposed to be the one to take the penalty.
No, but Saka was off the pitch already.
But Gyökeres is not the second penalty taker.
He is actually
at the moment.
Yes. Arteta said the penalty is between Gyökeres and Saka.
I think Arteta said that he's not going to decide who is going to be the penalty taker. So they should figure it out.
The second penalty taker actually is Odegaard. Odegaard was injured as well, so he has to be Gyökeres, nobody else. So right. you can't leave the penalty for Max Dowman. No, that's not possible. So Gyökeres is actually looking like he's the player that I trust very well in my FPL this season.
Why do you trust him?
No, I believe in the Arsenal system. You understand? Arsenal has a consistent. Arsenal has a team that's working seriously. You understand? So I just feel he's going to get that assistance he needs from his midfield players. In fact, the other players, the team is going to be that focal point this season is going to be on him. Yeah. So I feel he's going to get a lot of chances. So that's why I have this. I won't even say it's a blind faith, but I have full confidence in him.
But will you consider captaining him?
Well, that depends on fixtures. You understand? Like their next match is against Liverpool. You see,
you don't want to
I have Salah and I have Gyökeres. So and the truth is that I'm not going to captain any of them. I'm going to go with Joao Pedro because they play Fulham. Obviously, that match is going to be a crazy match.
It's going to be
Arsenal Liverpool. It's going to be
score.
No, Joao Pedro must score against Fulham.
It's not.
You're finally so sure. No. When I say he must score, high probability. That's what I mean. It's an exaggeration, obviously. But what I'm saying is, I trust Joao Pedro more for game week 3 because it's an easier fixture. Fulham is an obviously easier fixture for them. You can't go and captain either Salah or Gyökeres. That match is looking like a very tense up match. Yeah. So
But I've seen some situation whereby you will see Liverpool playing a top team and you see Salah performing very well.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying he's not going to perform.
He did that last season very well.
I'm not saying he's not going to perform, but I'm not taking that risk.
Okay. So you're
I'm not taking that risk. I'm already well behind. I'm not taking that risk. Okay, so